on YouTube. This is the very latest news from Fabulous 103 and the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. It would be great if you liked and subscribed to us.
A national clampdown on new bank accounts opened by agencies for foreigners and intended to be a part of the battle against online scammers is said to be having a serious effect on expats in Thailand. To date, some visa-type agencies have had a relationship with bank officers that have seen non-Thais here on short-term tourist visas able to acquire accounts, despite a rule that technically requires that foreigners have long-term extensions of stay. All well and good for the control of illegal trade, but a double-edged sword for those retiring here, as one of the requirements is that applicants have an account with funds in it to support their visa applications. Without being able to secure an account, new applicants then face an impossibility to comply, or at least so we're told by visa experts. There is likely to be a fix to that, but for now the issue's up in the air. This as immigration is tightening up on proof of genuine funds deposited in applicants' bank accounts. Balances over several months are being scrutinised, but the reminder remains that the funding required can be either in the form of savings, proof of income, such as a pension, or a compilation of both. Most agencies are now refusing to process all but squeaky clean applications for fear of their own history being checked, and immigration officials are not predicting any change in the near future. Banks too are said to be closing millions of dormant accounts, whilst now arranging that transfers of large amounts of money are likely to be questioned to establish the reason. It's not a problem for those on the right side of the law, though, as the example is being given of an expat bringing in money to buy a house. In such an event, the bank would simply ask for proof of purchase or investment. The overall effect of this clampdown will see a drop in illegal trade for sure, but for expats or wannabe expats, it will be a little tougher for now. In other news, a chemical leak at a fish processing plant in Samupsa Corn at the weekend left 8 employees needing medical attention. It seems that the plant uses carbon monoxide in the fish prep areas to lengthen shelf life for the products. That gas leaked and saw some dizzy whilst others unconscious. The fault was fixed though, and production went quickly back to normal. In neighbouring Myanmar, according to Thai government sources, the number of people claiming to be international victims of trafficking and forced to work in fast-closing call centres has risen to a massive 7,000 people. Thailand won't be welcoming all of those for sure, as civil servants are working with authorities in Africa, Latin America, Europe and other Asian countries, including China, to share information. One issue continues to be for authorities which of these was really press-ganged and which went to work there of their own volition. Chances are we're told that most made the choice willingly. Meanwhile, many premises previously rented by call centre scam gangs are now vacated in those areas close to the Thai border as power and internet supplies from here ground to a halt 2 weeks ago. In the capital, a manhunt is underway for a Chinese so-called tourist who used an online booking page on the Line application to avail himself of the services of a 22-year-old woman of the night. With some Thai media describing her as a first-timer on the app and others as a professional body seller, either way she was found beyond recovery in an hotel after he checked out. As the investigation was underway, so it's claimed that his agent offered upwards of 200,000 baht to the family to drop any claim, something which media is reporting that they refused. No word on whether he could have already fled the country, but online chats indicate that she was hired for so-called VIP entertainment in his room with the condition that she agreed to take illegal substances with him. Autopsy results are expected between today and midweek. Smog levels have remained revolting through the weekend, in the capital too, but also in other regions towards the north and northeast, seeing measurements this morning in areas such as Kampang Phet at a whacking 170. Only the south saw some respite, with air in the safe levels. For the rest, it's been vile. Weather predictions show that rain in some areas may appear in a week's time, but meanwhile, with little in the way of wind to move the clouds, Temperatures are expected to hit 40 degrees in many areas today. In Kampang Phet, at least one Klong Klung local has been arrested after the discovery of a father, mother and child long demised in a pickup found on a deserted piece of land near the tourist area of Klong Lam. Initial reports indicate that a gang of 3 took their lives after being refused a money loan by the father, with people speculating that he himself was a regular money lender and was in possession of a modified air pistol, which was taken from him and used by his assailants. The investigation continues. Meanwhile, at home, a 45-year-old German bike rider lost his life out near Hua Yai at the weekend after a crash involving an SUV. The driver, returning from the Burapa Bike Festival, claims that the bike appeared from nowhere. CCTV is being checked, but witnesses appear to confirm his claims and state that the bike rider was riding erratically and crossing into the opposite lane of traffic before the collision. And a Turkish man took no delight in reporting his losses to local police, who kindly appeared surprised at his tale. This despite it being one of the oldest in the book. It seems that Mr. Nevzat engaged the services of a Beach Road body seller, taking her back to his hotel and then preparing for a night by taking a shower. Once dried, his drive was thwarted as he discovered that she'd fled along with his wallet. 25,000 baht missing along with his pride. Police will duly investigate. This is the Met Office promises highs today of 31 degrees, dropping down to 26. Clouds in the morning, but some later, and the real feel of 33.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.